Hello, namaste. My name is Sandhaya Gurung, and I'm briefly going to talk about Kohla and what I've learned along the way. So this talk is aimed for our younger generation, so we can better understand our Tamil Sanskar, Ani Sanskriti, and which means culture, identity, heritage. I was fortunate to join a research group organized by Tamil Belusam, UK, and this journey took us to Kohla, passing through villages such as Galegaon, Gurung, and Siklis. Along the way, we visited community centers known as Samajgars, museums, gravos, which is their religious sites. So during this trip, we were accompanied by Dr. Gurung, a scholar and expert in Tamil culture. And through his guidance, we gained a deeper understanding of traditions, beliefs that have been passed down through generations. To understand the significance of this journey, it is important to learn about Kohla itself. So it's an ancient settlement located in the district of Lomzung, and this is on the foothills of the Annapurna region. According to Tamil history and oral traditions, this is one of the last major settlements where our ancestors lived before migrating to different villages across Nepal. Because of this, many people regard Kohla as an ancestral homeland of the Tamil people, a place where our ancestors once lived together as a community. So Tamil Belusang follows the ancient oral teachings known as the Bay. The Bay forms the foundation of a traditional Tamil belief system that centers on ancestral respect and harmony with nature and kinship. In this worldview, nature elements such as water, soil, stones, plants, forests, and fire are considered sacred and are honored through various rituals and practices. These teachings demonstrate the deep ecological connection that ancestors maintain with the natural world. So the Bay also contains myths, legends, and accounts of the origins of humanity. It describes sacred places, spiritual pathways, and how the soul is believed to travel after death, which is after you've done your argun, eventually returning to our ancestral homeland. The route that we followed to Kohla is mentioned within the ancient oral texts. Because of its cultural and historical and spiritual importance, members of the Tamil community have spent the past 30 years advocating for it to be recognized as a World Heritage Site. So all the photos that I was shown before, these are all ancient ruins of all the homes that our people used to live. This is also the remains, a place where the local messenger would give out information, and all the villagers would gather and listen and talk around this stone. This is where Gale Rajako Gora Bandi Tower, which is a horse hitching post where the trade would have taken place in that village. This is Pani Goda, which is a water mill, and it uses the current of water to grind mokai kodo, which is millet, wheat, maize, into piton, which means flour. And this is the base of a diki, which is also a traditional grain processing structure. So the question is, why are these important? Is that these provide valuable evidence of how our ancestors lived back in the day and how they sustained their communities many generations ago. So another important part of our visit included witnessing the Joba and Tasu rituals. These ceremonies were conducted by Boju and Gebri priests, which are the traditional Tamil priests. So these are the rituals that were done in Kohla. And we had the opportunity to observe Serga Nat, which was led by Boju Jit Tamil, Dr. Bolwa Tamil, and Afne Baikola. So Serga is a traditional ritual dance performed during Argun, which is our funeral. And according to Tamil belief, it serves as a guide for the deceased soul, helping it travel safely to the afterlife, where it will join their own ancestors who have gone before us. So for me personally, this journey was a deeply emotional experience as I got to walk across the same land that my ancestors once lived, they once grown, and this gave me a stronger connection to my own histories and own pasts. And it reminded me that our traditions are not simply stories from the past, they are living connections that continue to shape who we are today. And I'd like to conclude by encouraging everyone, especially our youth, to continue learning and to continue questioning everything. Keep asking your parents, your bazibozi urule, and other elders about your own roots. And so if there's anyone in the crowd that would like to discuss more about identity, culture, history, please do reach out. And I hope to continue my understanding through different types of connections, different types of people. Thank you for listening.
It's quite informative for the young generation. I hope someone will try to understand our culture is very important. Because all the half name, we have Gurung. So we need to understand what is Gurung, who is where coming from.